Is this the story you selected? Read along quietly as you listen to the key words. Despite, docked, ingenuity, lunar. Click the key words to hear them again and to learn what they mean.
You can just hit next.
Write a prediction about the story.
What do you think it's going to be about? Good. Hit next.
This story has more than one page. Click the arrows to read more of the story. Click Start when you're ready to begin. Click on the words you don't know. Click Finished if you finish reading before the bell sounds.
Okay, so you're going to hit Start, and you're going to read the story out loud, and you're going to click on any words you don't know. Okay? Go ahead.
Some people have called that the Apollo 13 mission to the moon the success failure. The Apollo 13 team did not reach the goal of landing 2 astronauts on the moon, but despite the serious problems, the team did safely return the astronauts to Earth. Mission Commander Jim Lovell, along with astronaut Jack Swigert and Fred Hayes, launched April 11, 1970. Love had taken 3 other space flights, but this one would be his most memorable and most dangerous. After a flawless liftoff.
Good, so click on lift
Click
off.
on the last word you read when the bell sounded.
I think it was right here.
Click on the words you didn't know to hear them read to you. Lovell,
So what's his name?
Level.
Lovell. Mm-hmm. Yep. Good. Well, if you didn't click on it at first, you can't click on it now, but you can click on it later. It's okay. So hit next.
look at how many words you read per minute.
Yay. Okay, hit next.
Click Start and read along as the story is read to you.
Go ahead.
Some people have called the Apollo 13 mission to the moon the successful failure. The Apollo 13 team did not reach its goal of landing 2 astronauts on the moon. But despite serious problems, the team did safely return the astronauts to Earth. Mission Commander Jim Lovell, along with astronauts Jack Swigert and Fred Hayes, launched April 11, 1970. Lovell had taken 3 other space flights, but this one would be his most memorable and most dangerous. After a flawless liftoff, the command ship Odyssey docked with Aquarius, the lunar lander. A series of problems then put the astronauts' lives in danger. Apollo 13 was almost all the way to the moon when a spark from a bare wire caused an oxygen tank to explode. The blast sent the command ship and the still attached lunar lander spinning out of control. The astronauts regained control of the ship, but several problems remained. Because they lost some oxygen when the tank exploded, there was not enough air for the astronauts to remain in the command ship. The 3 men moved into the tiny quarters inside Aquarius and shut down power and oxygen in the command ship. The ship did not have enough fuel to turn around in space and head back to Earth. Instead, the astronauts continued to the moon and used its gravity and a boost of fuel from their engines to push them back to Earth. Then other problems arose. The need to save power made the ship very cold. Fred Haise became ill, and the ship's flight path often needed adjustment because its weight for the return to Earth was less than expected. The astronauts had planned to bring several hundred pounds of moon rocks back to Earth. To make up for the weight, they had to move as many objects as possible from Aquarius to the command ship. Odyssey splashed into the Pacific Ocean shortly after noon, April 17, 1970, nearly 143 hours after liftoff. All 3 astronauts arrived home safely thanks to the dedication and ingenuity of the astronauts and the Apollo 13 team on the ground. Click the blue words to learn what they mean. Click Start to read along again, or click Next to
Okay,
continue.
just hit next.
Click Start to begin practicing. Click on the words you don't know to hear them read to you. Click Finished if you finish reading before the bell sounds.
So you don't have to read out loud this time. You can just read to yourself, and when the bell rings, hit the word that you landed on, okay?
Your score is much higher than your goal. Please read the story again.
Okay, click OK for me. Now hit Start, but don't worry about reading it. We have to just wait. Okay, just click.
Click on the last word you
there.
read when the bell sounded. You've reached your goal.
Okay,
Click
hit next.
Start to practice again, or click Next. Now you're ready to take the quiz. Click or type the best answer. Click Review Story if you want to read the story again.